That's a nice family right here.
Hey, one, two.
That's a great family.
Hey, we got another one. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you.
Where you guys from?
Colombia. Colombia?
And you stand with Trump. What do you say to someone that says Trump doesn't like Latinos?
Trump is family. Yes.
De familia.
Trump is not familia.
Yeah, it's protection for USA.
Yeah.
Okay?
Well said. God bless you.
It's been happening frequently at the 333 Miami Avenue Federal Court building. Janet Correa's husband was detained this week. According to her immigration lawyer, he has already been placed on expedite removal.
That's unfair. It is unfair. I'm so sorry. I can't talk.
Let me ask
I don't
you.
know how I'm going to say that to my mom. My mom has a hard time.
Judelka Mejia cannot believe she's going back home without her nephew, 29-year-old Yasael Almonte Mejia. Like many other immigrants, when their case is dismissed, they are detained at the hallway.
Welcome back to WaKera. In this report, we examine a developing situation involving Latino Trump supporters now facing deportation under the same immigration system they once advocated for. Héctor Luis Valdés Cocho, a Cuban activist and former leader within the Latinos for Trump movement, is currently being held in a nice detention center. U.S. officials say he's awaiting deportation to Cuba, a country now listed under the U.S. travel ban, raising questions about policy consistency and due process. Cocho, who had publicly supported former President Donald Trump's stance on border security immigration, now finds himself at the center of a system critics argue can be indiscriminate even toward its former supporters.
Latinos for Trump leader Héctor Luis Valdés Cocho, I didn't pronounce that correctly, sorry about that, a Cuban activist who rallied others to vote for Trump, was picked up by ICE and is in a detention center awaiting to be deported. Y'all were told what was going to happen. You still wanted to support the taco? And find out.
So the leader of... The leader of Latinos for Trump, Cuban edition. Héctor Luis Valdés Cocho. Yeah, he's been detained by ICE. I will vote for Donald Trump. The wildest part about this is Donald Trump was very clear that he's going after criminals, even though we all know that that's a lie. We knew it was a lie when he said it. Did he think that they didn't mean him? May this level of delusion that made y'all trust and believe in this man and trust and believe that your proximity made you one of them never find me.
To my Cuban Americans who really did y'all a big one for Donald, how y'all feel? Because y'all whole country is now on the travel ban list. Y'all was out there bigly for Donald. I will vote for Donald Trump. And the whole country is on the travel ban list. How that work? Break that down for me. I want to say y'all voted for Donald Trump by 57%. How y'all feel? And somebody on here was saying, where are all the black artists who came out to advocate for the Black Lives Matter movement? They saving their voice. Go call Jenny on the block. Go call J-Lo talking about I get sandwiches from the bodega. Go call her. Because black artists ain't got time for this. When y'all completely rejected a black woman to their face. And so now you think we supposed to come out hooting and hollering like some monkeys in a zoo? That's not how this works. Go call Shakira. Go call them. You want somebody to advocate? Go call them. Maybe y'all can find Jenny on the block at the bodega.
At the same time, concerns over safety and discrimination continue to rise within the Latino community in the U.S. Some American-born Latinos report feeling targeted or unsafe.
I am a U.S. citizen, but I would be lying if I tell anyone that I feel safe in this country at this moment. If I'm ever stopped or pulled over or anything at just the fact that I'm brown, that my skin color is brown, and that I could be labeled as someone without a legal status and someone ripping me away from my kids. I know it's not the same thing as to what other people are going through, but it's honestly something that all of us as Latinos are now having to deal with.
I ask all the Latinos that are citizens in the United States that voted for Donald Trump, after you see these ICE raids, after you see the way Trump and his administration are treating Latinos throughout the United States, whether you still think Trump is great and whether he's going to make America great again the way he treats Latino people. What do you think? Love to hear from everybody. Let me know. Trump said they were going after the criminals. They're not going after the criminals. They're going after the children, the high school students, anybody they can snatch up, according to Stephen Miller. So I hope my Latinos that voted for Trump, I hope you're happy with what they're doing. Love to hear from you. Love to hear from my Democrats, my MAGAs, my crazies, my cuckoos, and my burned out light bulbs too. Let me know.
I am in so much shock with the amount of Latinos for Trump that are now coming out saying we feel so backstabbed, we feel so betrayed, we feel used now that our families are being deported even though they're not criminals. You didn't feel that way when Donald Trump was talking about the Mexican families that he was going to be deporting. You didn't feel that way when he spoke about other minority groups that he was going to be deporting. But now that it's affecting your family, your uncle, your cousin, now you want to cry about it? Now you want to cry crocodile tears? Girlfriend, I don't feel bad for you.
You said that you didn't educate yourself on the immigration policies. That is literally the main point that he ran his entire campaign on. There's literally no way that you could have missed that. It's literally not possible. And then y'all come on here and y'all want people to have sympathy for y'all. Sympathy for what? You ain't have sympathy for the other immigrants that you wanted to get deported when you cast your vote? You just thought your dad was going to be the exception, huh?
I have really mixed feelings about this. What do you guys think? There's a video circulating right now of a girl whose father has less than 6 months left to live, and he is facing deportation, and right now he's about to go up against Florida, and Florida's going to decide if he's going to leave the country or not. And she made this video.
Ill dad with less than 6 months to live, if they release him, or if they're going to continue to detain him and eventually, pass in their care.
The idea of deporting someone that has less than 6 months to live, taking away the very little bit of time he has left so his family can't be with him, that is deplorable. But then she goes and she comments things like this. I only voted for him because of RFK. I didn't think that voting for him would do this. Because this is where I'm conflicted. On one hand, no one deserves to be deported when they have only a few months left to live and they don't deserve to lose the last bit of time they have with their family. However, you literally voted for this. Like, I understand that you're saying that you didn't research the candidate, but that's your own fault. You voted for this.
There's also a shift happening politically. One co-founder of Latinas for Trump has recently withdrawn her support for Trump, stating that the direction of immigration policies no longer aligns with her values or the safety of her community.
Okay, I just can't with these people anymore. The leader of Latinos for Trump just announced that they are totally against all these deportations and they are denouncing Trump because this is not what they voted for. It actually is what you voted for. You just don't know what you voted for.
For more balanced reporting and thoughtful commentary, be sure to like this video, subscribe to WaKera, and turn on notifications.